Sir, have a seat, please.
Nick, we're going to start hiring police officers soon, so I need you to make a video to help the applicants through the process.
A recruitment video.
Okay, so how about
I'm in our Miami police helicopter and I'm flying in. No, I'm flying in slow motion. Cue the 80s rock music. Then I get out of the helicopter looking like an action movie star. Then I walk up to the camera and I stop. And I let the audience stare at the awesomeness that's going on behind me. And then I say something epic to seal the deal. Like,
you want to get to the Miami Police Chopper too? Then fill out the application. Do it! Do it now!
huh? Come on.
That's a little over the top, Nick. Be more realistic.
Realistic? I got you.
He's running! Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
Stop! Nick, what I need you to do is show them how to fill out the application on the computer.
On the computer? Should have said that from the beginning.
He chose me to show them on the computer. I am the one. Okay, first step in the process is to plug into the matrix, so the Oracle can review your paperwork.
No? Alright. Alright. I won't let you down, Chief. I got it.
Well, there goes my chances of an Emmy and Oscar. All right, as you heard the chief, we're opening up recruitment. So I'm gonna show you how to apply and the steps in the hiring process so you can become a City of Miami police officer. First off, are you eligible? Let's find out. Are you at least 19 years old? Are you a US citizen? Do you have proof of your US citizenship? Do you have a high school diploma or a GED? If your degree is from another country, it must be translated by a NACIS-approved transcript evaluation service. You must have a passing score in the FBAT, CJBAT, or FDLE state exam, and you gotta have to show proof. Is your eyesight uncorrected 20/50, corrected 20/30? Then you're good. This next one is a little tricky. I'm gonna let my legal assistant come in and explain to us what's going on here. Not a bad looking guy.
Okay. Under Florida State Statute 943.13, applicants may not have been convicted of a felony or misdemeanor involving perjury of false statements. Applicants may not have a dishonorable discharge from any branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Finally, a DUI conviction or drug conviction will disqualify you.
Thank you. You got it? You're eligible? All right, let's move on to what's next.
Not so fast. He forgot to tell you that when applying to the police department, you will require a valid driver's license from any state, including Puerto Rico. That license must be equivalent to a state of Florida Class E driver's license. Now, at appointment, you must have a valid state of Florida Class E or higher driver's license submitted to the Miami Police Department's recruitment and selection. He almost messed that one up.
It's a good thing he caught that. Now we're on to the application process. For this part, you're going to need to be in front of a computer. You're going to need to go to miamigov.com. In the upper right-hand corner, click on the Employment tab. You'll be directed to the Department of Human Resources page. In the middle of the page, click on the Police Basic Recruit Selection Process banner. Here you will find information that we will cover in this video. Each of these tabs have information on how to become a City of Miami police officer. Take a second to review these tabs, which include the steps in the selection process, the physical ability test, and the documentation requirements. For detailed instructions on how to apply, click on the How to Apply tab on the left-hand side of the screen. Here you will find a PowerPoint presentation and an HTML presentation on creating a user profile. Take a second and review the information if you're unsure of the steps to take. After you review the information, click on the Apply tab. You will be prompted to create a profile. If you have an existing profile with governmentjobs.com, this is where you're going to log in. To create a new profile, click on the link, Create an Account. Here's where you'll be prompted for an email, username, and password. Make sure you remember your password and username. Don't forget it.
Once your username and password is accepted, you need to click on Your Account and complete the Contact Information section. Once you've entered all your personal information,
The system will prompt you for each step along the way, and you will not be able to continue unless all the information is provided. Once you completed all the steps in the application process and uploaded all the required documents, make sure you review everything before you submit it.
Submit. It's important to know if you forgot to upload any documents or you have to make any changes to your application, you're going to have to wait 24 hours before you can resubmit your application again. Once you submitted your application, you will receive an email within 24 hours confirming your submission. This does not mean you're eligible. All it means is we received your application. After the application process deadline, you will receive a second email confirming your eligibility. Now, you wait. Do not call. Don't call. Next, you'll receive an orientation package with the date and time of your orientation. Your package will have your physical agility requirements. If you haven't started exercising to get ready for your physical agility test, I think now's a good time to start. Your package will also include instructions on the process ahead and a list of required documents to bring to orientation. And finally, your package will also include a personal history questionnaire that will ask you everything you see here. Got it? Good. Now it's time for orientation. There will be a lot of applicants at orientation, so arrive early so you have plenty of time to find parking. Make sure you're dressed in business attire, bring your orientation package and all the required documents with you. You will be welcomed by the unit commander and shown a presentation of what's to come in your near future. You're also going to meet with your assigned investigator to review your application and orientation package. And finally, you're going to receive your date and time for your physical agility test, which will be approximately 1 week from orientation. Good luck. Alright, so you got your scheduled time for your physical agility. Make sure you arrive on time. By on time, I mean a half an hour early. Make sure you're hydrated and make sure you're well stretched out. They're going to line you up, and then when the time's right, they're going to take you out to the field and you're going to start your agility test. You have 4 different exercises to complete. The first one's push-ups, followed by sit-ups. You have 1 minute to complete your push-ups. The amount of push-ups you do depends on your age and your gender. Same thing goes for sit-ups. The amount of reps you're going to do depends on your age and your gender, and you have 1 minute to complete it. 80. 81. You want to know how many you have to do? Go on our website to verify and check your materials. Your third exercise is going to be the 1.5 mile run. That's 6 times around the track. Again, your time is going to depend on your age and your gender. To verify, make sure you go to the website and check your materials. If you haven't figured it out, you can learn a lot by going to the website and checking your materials. If you made it this far, the next exercise is a 300-yard sprint.
Get set, go!
I know what you're thinking. What happens if I fail an exercise? Well, you get 2 more attempts. Each attempt is going to be a week apart. When you come back for your second attempt, you're going to have to do all 4 exercises again. Congratulations, you just passed the physical agility test. Next step in the process, the psychological. On a day to psychological, make sure you're well rested. It's going to be a lot of questions. 5 to 7 hours worth. Done. Now it's on to the polygraph.
I think everything you said is a lie.
All right, that's probably what you're imagining the polygraph is going to be like. Let's put all the suspense to rest. I'm going to show you how it's really going to be. On the day of your polygraph, you're going to arrive 30 minutes before your scheduled time. That's so you can complete a pre-test questionnaire about your personal history. Make sure you're in business attire and you're well rested. If you're prescribed medication, take it as you normally would. If you're sick or pregnant, you're not going to be allowed to take the exam. When you're done with your questionnaire, your polygraph examiner will come get you and escort you to your polygraph room for your interview. The examiner will then start phase 1 of the interview. You'll be asked all the questions from the previous questionnaires you answered throughout the process. Phase 1 usually lasts between an hour and an hour and a half long. All right, phase 1 is over. Before you start phase 2, you're gonna be given a short break. All right, break's over. Now phase 2 starts, the actual polygraph. Once inside the interview room, the polygraph examiner will sit you down in the examination chair. You'll be connected to 4 sensors, which will monitor you throughout the examination. Phase 2 normally lasts about 5 to 7 minutes long. And there's only one way to beat the polygraph, and that's to be honest. All right, let's do a recap. You made it through your orientation, your physical agility, your psychological, and your polygraph. Now, your investigator will begin your background investigation. They'll be contacting your listed references, your previous employment, and your neighbors. Once your background investigation is complete, you'll be called into the station and be given your conditional offer of employment. This is not a contract or a promise of employment. After your conditional offer, you'll be scheduled for Part B of your psychological exam and your medical exam, which will include your toxicology screening and your eye exam. And after you successfully complete those steps, congratulations, you're hired. You're going to be contacted by our personnel department with your starting date, and this is going to be your home for the next 6 months. Get ready.